Hello my friends, Dr. E back for another riveting episode of Managerial Finance, Chapter 11, Homework number 5, Comprehensive Problems. Comprehensive Problems. What is the WACC? The Weighted Average Cost of Capital. Question number 1, what is the WACC? So, the WACC, first we have to identify the sources of capital. And that is equal to debt, preferred stock, and common stock. Next, we need to find the percentage of each source of the total capital. Next, we need to find the cost of each source. Next, we multiply the percentage of each source by the cost of each. Lastly, sum the step above. Add up this, the weighted costs, and we get the WACC. All right? So that's the whole process. And now we're going to work 3 problems that will involve all of these steps. Question number 1. Question number 1. Arkansas Electric Power Company has a 35% tax rate. Information on their capital is as follows: 7,000 bonds, 8% annual coupon payable semi-annually, 20 years till maturity, selling at 1,060. 120,000 shares of common stock, selling at 82 with a beta of 1.2. 10,000 shares of preferred stock with a $5.25 annual dividend, selling at $80. The expected return for the market is 11.5%. The Treasury bill is yielding 4.5%. What is the WACC? So first, let's build a little table, and we're going to say sources of capital. And we know that we have bonds, and we have common stock, and we have preferred stock in this problem. Then we have percentage of capital, percentage of each. Then we have the cost of each, and then we have the weighted cost. We'll wrap text that and we'll push this up here, weighted cost. We'll put a D on there, why not? Okay, now we have to go about filling the rest of the table in. So let's find the proportions. So, the market value of bonds is equal to 7,000 times 1,060. That's the market price. We got 7,000 bonds outstanding. Make sure this thing is working. Are we on? Yes, we're on. Okay, so that's 7,420,000. Okay? And the market value of the common stock is equal to 120,000 shares times $82 a share, and that's 9,840,000. So we're putting this all together. And then we have the market value of preferred stock, and we have 10,000 shares times $80 per share, and that's 800,000. Okay, so let's add this up, this plus this plus this, and we have the total market value of our capital, and we have 18,060,000. Oops. 18,060. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now we're going to divide 7,420,000 into 18,060, and we have 41.09%. Then we divide the 9,840,000 into the 18,060, and we have 54.5%. And we divide the 800,000 into 18,060, and we have 4.4%. Add them up, and this had better come out to 100%. Okay? See where that comes from? So we have our proportions. Now we have to find the cost. All right, we're going to erase our proportions, so you take a hard look at that. Let's erase our proportions. And let's find our cost. Cost of bonds. Okay? 1,000 is our future value. The bonds are selling at 1,060. 1,060 plus minus is our present value. So the bond's trading at a premium, which indicates interest rates, the market rate is below the coupon rate. So the coupon rate will be higher than our IY. Okay, so 8% coupon, so 1,000 times 0.08, and it pays semi-annually, divided by 2, 40 is our payment, and 20 years times 2 equals 40 is our N. Compute IY, and we get 3.71% times 2 equals 7.42%, and there's a little rounding going on in there. Then we're going to take 7.42 times 1 minus the tax rate, and we get 4.82%. There's maybe a little rounding in there somewhere. So we're going to call this 4.82. Okay? Now let's find the cost of common stock. And as you could tell in the description of common stock, we have PO and we have a beta of 1.2. We have an expected return for the market and the treasury bill. So we're going to do a cap M. Cost of, let's say, K common stock is equal to the risk-free rate, 0.045, plus beta of 1.2 times the expected return for the market, which is 11.5 minus 0.045. So we're going to do that first, this second, this third, and we get 12.9%. So we're going to put that here, 12.9. So 11.5 minus 0.045 times 1.2 plus 0.045 equals 12.9%. Now we're going to do cost of preferred stock, which is the dividend yield, which is D over PO, which is 525. That ain't much of a 5, is it? 525 divided by 80, which is 6.56%. So we're going to put this right here, 6.56. All right? Now we're going to multiply our percentage, that's bonds, 41% is in bonds, times our cost. And we get 1.98%. And our percentage times our cost is 7.03%. And our percentage times our cost is 0.229%. And we should come up with 9.24%. Okay? That is our WACC. WACC equals 9.24%. All right. Let me get out from in front of that. I'm blocking your view here. Take a look at that real quickly, because we are fixing, which is Arkansan for we are preparing to, fixing to, preparing to, move to question 2. We're going to have to fill in another table. So let's get rid of all this. And let's move to question 2. We can leave our table up here, our labels, but we're going to have some new numbers. All right. Question number 2. Harding Private Education Corp. has a 34% tax rate. Their capital structure looks like this. 8 million shares of common stock selling at 57, beta 1.25. Company's growing dividends 13% per year. The last dividend already paid, $1.01. That looks like Gordon. 400,000 shares of preferred stock selling at 78 with a $5 annual dividend. 150,000 bonds with a 6.5% annual coupon rate, payable semi-annually, 15 years till maturity, selling at $940. Expected return for the stock market is 13.5%. Treasury bills are yielding 5.5%. So we have enough information to do Capium and Gordon. So we'll do Capium and Gordon to find K for our common stock, and we will average them. Okay? That's what we shall do. Okay, then. So, we have bonds, common stock, and preferred stock. Let's find the market value of bonds. And so, we have 150,000 bonds trading at $940. And we have $141 million. 141 million. Let's do that. Market value of common stock is 8 million shares times $57 a share is equal to $456 million. Then we have market value of bonds. I'm sorry, of preferred stock. Yeah, look at that. I started to make a B, and that works out just fine. And we've got 150,000 bonds. Not bonds, we're on preferred stock, you dodo. All right, preferred stock is 400,000 shares times $78 a share and we have 31.2 million. Let's add them up. 141 million, 456 million, 31.2 million, and we have 628.2 million in total. Total market value of our capital. 628.2 million. Now, what percentages in bonds, what percentages in stocks, common stock, what percentages in preferred stock? So let's fill this in. So our bonds are 141 million divided into 628 million, and that's 22.45%. Our common stock is 456 divided into 628, and we have 72.6% in common stock, and our preferred stock is 31.2 million divided into 628.2 million, and that is 4.97%. So we add that plus that plus that, we better get 100%. Now we have to find our cost, the cost of each. All right, so cost of our bonds, KB. All right, what do we have here? We've got 1,000 is our future value, and 940 plus minus is our present value, and we've got 6.5. Let's do this. 1,000 times 0.065 divided by 2 is 3250. Yes, 3250 is our payment, and the bonds mature 15 years. 15 times 2 equals 30 is our N. Compute IY, and we get 3.5795. Times 2 is 7.159%, times 1 minus the tax rate is 4.725%. So we're going to put that here, 4.725. Let's go ahead and find the cost of preferred stock. It's so easy. Cost of preferred stock is $5 divided by $78, and that is 6.41%. All right, now let's find the cost of common stock using Gordon. Okay, so last dividend $1.01, so 1.01 times the growth rate of dividends, 1.13, and that gives us a D1 of 1.14 divided by the market price of 57 plus 0.13 is 15%. Okay? D1 times 1 plus G equals D, so D0 times 1 plus G equals D1 divided by PO plus G, 15%. Now, we'll find the cost of common stock using CAPM. And the risk-free rate is 0.055, and the beta is 1.25 times the expected return for the market, which is 0.135 minus 0.055 minus the risk-free rate. So we're going to do that first, this second, this third. So 0.135 minus 0.055 is 0.08 times 1.25 is 0.1, 10%, plus 0.055, 15.5%. We're going to add these up and divide by 2. 30.5 divided by 2 equals 15.25%. Okay? Hopefully you're clear on this. Hopefully you got Gordon and CAPM in homework 4, or maybe homework 3, can't remember. Anyway, now let's multiply the percentage of our capital times the cost of our capital. And so 22.45% times 4.725% is 1.06%. And 72.6% times 15.25% is 11.07%. And 4.97% times 6.41% equals 0.319%. Add them up, 1.06% plus 11.07% plus 0.319%, and we get 12.45%. And that is our K, or our WACC. All right, one more problem to do. And you're going to have a comprehensive problem like this on the final. A swig of my nice latte that I choke on. Let's erase this board and do problem number 3. And we'll be finished with homework 5. This is long homework, but it's fun. I love it. We don't need to. Why did I erase that? Why? Okay, we're going to erase these numbers here. I got all carried away. We're almost finished, and I was having so much fun. So we're going to call this sources of capital. Boom. And we have bonds and common stock and preferred stock. There we go. Okay, let's look at question number 3. Company currently has 3 forms of capital. 1, 2, 3. They sold 10,000 bonds with a par value of 1,000, 10 years of maturity, 7%, blah, blah, blah. Let's get right into it, and let's find the market value of bonds. Instead of reading all this material, let's just use it. So they have 10,000 bonds. Selling at 97% of par. So that'd be 0.97 times 1,000. So you got 10,000 times $970, which is 9.7 million. Market